everybody. Welcome to our first tutorial video. Whoops, what am I doing? Oh, there we go. Now I can zoom in again. As you can see, I'm new to Tabletop Simulator. Steven is too. And we are going to just go through a quick tutorial video on how to play casual gameplay. We're going to be doing Skirmish format, which is 15 cards just because it'll be faster than the standard 30 card for this video. And yeah, like I said, we're new to Tabletop Simulator, so if we do something stupid unintentionally, forgive us and try to focus on the game instead. Got my giant dice here, but we will wait to roll that. So in Skirmish format, you draw 6 cards. In standard format, you draw 7 cards. We're just going to go ahead and draw our 6 cards. Okay, so I've drawn my 6 cards, and I'm going to take my giant dice. So after both players have drawn their cards, we both roll to see who goes first. 12, and Steven got a 10. So I go first, so that means that I will not draw a card from my deck on this go, because normally when your turn starts, you draw 1 card from your deck. But if you go first, you don't. So, what I want to do is I want to see how many pets I have in my hand, because pets basically are, you know, basically your most useful card. They don't need to be summoned using any other cards. You can just summon them instantly, like this, and you can use them to evolve. So, I have drawn both my pets. Now this guy, his activated ability is Lunge, and there's no cost next to it. So basically what Lunge is I can move him right into the attack position. Normally, you have to wait to move you have to wait till the next turn to move your creatures into the attack position, because they have summoning weariness. So, but right now, moving him into the attack position right now is pretty pointless for me because he doesn't have any cards to attack right now. So I'm going to leave him back, because if I leave him in the staging position, he gets plus 10 defense. So all 3 staging spots have plus 10 defense. So I'm just going to leave him right there. Smoldering Dratite, on the other hand, so he is a pet in the Tyrannosaur category. You can tell from this black symbol right here of the T-Rex skull. So right here is his element crystal. That means he's smoke. T-Rex skull tells you what herd he goes to. In other words, what creatures he can evolve into. And then his special ability is Maul and 2S, which is the cost. So that means you have to roll over his belligerence number, which is 6 right here. You have to roll twice successfully, and then the S stands for sacrifice. So I can use his ability if I roll twice, and then I have to sacrifice him if I do that successfully. So, and to know what all this is on the cards, Steven has so graciously put a card key here, which is pretty awesome. Basically covers everything. So it is an egg. So if you look at my hand here, what I have is this guy right here and this guy right here, and you'll notice that they're both Tyrannosaurs. They both have the same symbol that Smoldering Dratite does. This one here, whoops, where did I go? This one here is a wild. If you look up in the top left corner, apparently I can't move my mouse up there, and that one there is an epic. So your normal evolution goes from pet to wild to savage to epic. So I don't have the savage in my hand, but I have the wild, so I'm going to go ahead and evolve him in this turn. So what that does is basically that makes Smoldering Dratite a prey card, which means he just kind of protects. He's a herd card for me, and he's a prey card for Steven. So it protects Phoenix Drake. So if Steven attacks Phoenix Drake, and it's successful, then Phoenix Drake is unaffected and Smoldering Tide goes to the extinct pile. So Phoenix Drake lives to fight another day. Steven's drawing another card right now. As you can see, this is where the magic is made. Let's watch. This is going to be a new mythic level card. I can feel it. This is how all of his artwork turns out too. So, yeah, most of the cards are drawn by me. So I can evolve to my wild, but I can't evolve to my epic because I'm missing the savage. So, and like I said, I don't want to lunge into attack position because there's nothing to attack. Now the downside of evolving is that my belligerence is higher on higher level cards. So, whereas Smoldering Tide's belligerence number was a 6, Phoenix Drake's is a 9, which means I have to roll a 9 or higher. Okay. So, basically that's my turn. So now it's Steven's turn because I'm not attacking. I can't attack with Phoenix Drake because I just brought him out. And there's no point in moving from my plus 10 defense with Worm. So, okay, so Steven's bringing out a pet, and he's evolving, just like I did, to Clash Griffin. Another pet, and another pet. Okay. Oh, he's evolving to his Savage level creature and his Epic level creature, so Steven just got the squad out. So all of those cards have the same symbol here. That's the Raptor symbol. So he just went all the way from Skirmish Griffin to War Griffin very quickly. And he's got Bufo out, and Bufo is to be feared. Even though his stats are not great, his special ability is Devour. And all of these abilities, by the way, are on the ability legend, which is already uploaded to Tabletop Simulator. So Devour, I guess I should explain, the reason we fear Bufo is because Devour can, like, if he rolls 2 successfuls, he can devour basically an entire herd of creatures. So he can devour both of these, which means he can only do, activated abilities can only be used in the field for the most part, and so he would have to move him into the field position to use it, but once he did, if he did it successfully and I didn't dodge it, then he would move Bufo back into staging and both my cards would be under Bufo. However, he wouldn't be able to use Bufo then after that, because Bufo is stuck in permanent staging if he devours. This creature here is Wood Nymph, and he has Lure. And what that basically does is, if I declare my target, which you have to declare your target. So if I move him into the attack position and I want to attack War Griffin, and I successfully roll an attack, then Steven can declare that he wants to use Lure, and then he rolls twice successfully, and my attack would go to him instead. So it basically sacrifices Wood Nymph. Alright, Steven, is that your turn? Okay. Alright, so I draw a card. Oh-ho! So, because Bufo's a pet level, I'm going to go ahead and lay Bufo. I have one as well, Steven. Be afraid. Alright. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these guys up into the attack position. I'm going to move him up into the attack position. And I can't move Bufo because I just brought him out. But I am going to go ahead and attack. Let's see. So Wood Nymph has a speed of 35. He's one of the quicker creatures in the game. And I have a speed of 28 on my wild level creature. So he has a chance to evade, which means that he can roll. If I have a successful attack, he can roll twice. And if both of those rolls are successful, then it evades. And then I can't attack again with that creature. I have to attack with a different creature. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm faster than Bufo, and I fear Bufo's Devour, I'm going to go ahead and attack his Bufo with my Phoenix Drake. So I have to roll a 9 or higher. Just once. For a regular attack. And that's a 3, so that sucks. Now I'm going to attack Bufo with Worm. And his belligerence is 5. $19. So that's a successful attack. My speed is 22, and Bufo's, I believe, is 15. So, but because Bufo has 26 defense right now because of his plus 10 in staging, I don't kill him or anything. So my power is 20. Yeah, so he just gets a hit counter on him. So basically, his hit counter is set to 1. If I hit him 2 more times, then he's dead. And that's my turn, Steven. So, let's see what you do. Okay, so he's moving them up to the field. So Skirmish Griffin's ability is lunge, so that's why he was able to immediately summon him and then bring him up. Okay, and you're faster. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. So he has to roll a 6 or higher with Wood Nymph. That's an 11. And he's faster than I am, so... What's your power, Steven, on Wood Nymph? 12? My defense is 12, so Worm is dead. Okay. First kill of the game, right? Okay, so he's going to attempt his activated ability. Hang on one second, Steven. Yeah, and I said this earlier, but just to reiterate, you can't attack with the same creature twice in a turn. You can only attack once. So that's why he's not attacking me with Wood Nymph again. Okay. So he has to roll 2 dice, and they both have to be over 5, 8, and 18. So you're devouring Phoenix Drake, but I am faster than you are. So that means that I get to roll twice to try and evade. So I need 2 9s or higher. That is a 10. Woo! That was worrisome for a second. Get your hand off my dice, bro. Ah! Okay, so what happens now is Bufo has devoured... Oops. Bufo has devoured these cards, and now so Bufo moves back to staging, and he is turned sideways. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing all this on Steven's cards. But he keeps his hit counter, though. The hit counter goes down with each unsuccessful attack that happens. So if I try to attack Bufo and fail, his hit counter would go away because he's only at 1 hit. If he were at 2, it would roll down to 1. Okay, my turn, Steven, or are you going to attack? Oh, you attack Bufo with Skirmish? And my defense is 26, so I get a counter. I'm not faster than him, so I can't evade. Okay, my turn now. Oh my gosh, dude, I need that herd back. Alright. So there's not much I can do right now. So I can move Bufo up and attack with him, but I can't lay these guys because I don't have anything to lay them with. So I have to have a herd to summon them. And I was missing my Savage level, so I couldn't bring my Epic out. And I don't have the sword in my hand that corresponds with their element. So if you have, so for instance, if you look at the crystal right here, that means fire. Bright red is fire element. So if I had the fire sword in my hand, I wouldn't need a herd to summon him. I could just summon him with the fire sword. So, and then his belligerence would be down to 8. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my Bufo up to field. Instead of trying to devour his herd of raptors over here, I'm going to attack his Bufo, because if I kill him... So, we're both the same speed, but speed favors the attacker. So, if we have the same speed, he can't evade it. So I'm going to attack his Bufo with mine, and I need to roll over a 5 just once. That's a 12. So I just killed his Bufo. That means I get my herd back. And when you bring your herd back from being devoured, they go directly into staging. Okay. And that's my turn, Steven. That was very lucky. Okay, so you're moving your raptors up, and... Okay, Phoenix Drake. Don't steer me wrong. His speed is 60, so I cannot evade if he rolls over... Okay, so... War Griffin's belligerence is normally 17, but you lose 1 belligerence point for each creature in your herd. So instead of 17, because he has the pet Wild and Savage under it... Oh, you have to evolve in order, by the way. You have to lay a pet, then you have to lay a Wild, then you have to lay a Savage, then you have to lay an Epic. But anyway, so instead of 17, it's 16, 15, 14. So he had to roll a 14 for a successful attack on my Phoenix Drake, and he got a 7. So, not successful. Okay, Steven is attacking Bufo with Skirmish Griffin. That's a 13, so that's successful. So my... What's your power? 12? My defense is higher than that. So my hit counter goes up to 2. Okay. He's attacking my Bufo with his Wood Nymph, whose power I believe is also 12. It's a 16. Okay, so my hit counter just rolled up to 3, and that means that Bufo is dead. Into the extinct pile with you, Bufo. And that's his turn. So I'm going to draw a card. And we are not doing too hot with the draws. I'm betting I bottom decked the card that I need, Steven. That is a crying shame. Well, let's see here. I can move them up to attack. So... Speed is 28. So both of his pets are faster than my Phoenix Drake. And his War Griffin is for sure faster. So... But his belligerence is higher. So he has a 14 belligerence right now. So I'm almost better off using Phoenix Drake to whittle away at his herd than to risk losing a roll on one of these two. So I'm going to attack War Griffin with Phoenix Drake. That's a 20. He's way faster, so he can try to evade. But he needs 2 14s. He got 1 14, but he lost the other one. So that's a successful hit, and that means that his pet level creature, Skirmish Griffin, is now extinct. And that is all I can do this turn, so now I have to hope and pray that he has some really bad rolls here. Okay, he's evolving to a Clash Griffin with his Skirmish Griffin, but now he can't bring him forward because he just evolved. So he's attacking Phoenix Drake with Wood Nymph. That is barely a roll, but it's a 15. That was rude, Steven. It's still good. Okay, so that was successful. He's faster than me, I believe. Yes, he's faster than me. So that means that Smoldering Tight must die. But Phoenix Drake lives on to fight another day. Now he's going to attack with War Griffin. But he needs a 14. That's a freaking 18. That sucks, man. Okay. And I'm assuming your power is just off the charts. 57. Oh, yeah. This is an opportunity I was waiting for. So I can play this card, which is an instinct. That means I can play it at any point in the game. So supply cards get played in staging. Charm cards get played in the field. And instinct cards can be played at any point in the game. They don't even have to be on your turn. So I'm going to lay Berserker, and what that does is that means that it increases Steven's creature's belligerence by 5 until the end of turn. So he needed... Steven, what did you need? You needed 20 to make that work. So he... Yeah, so he didn't need a 14 because he lost a creature. He needed a 15. So... Yeah, so what that card did is it just made it to where he needed a 20, basically, or a 21, right? Or something? No, a 20. I'm sorry. I can't do math. Okay, but now that card is gone, so that just saved Phoenix Drake's life. And now it's my turn, I believe. Oh, sad face. It's upside down on my end. So I am having a really bad draw right now. I'm getting all my supplies and such, and none of the creatures that I need. I have 5 cards left in my deck. I really need something. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to try my activated ability on Phoenix Drake, which is Rebirth. So I just have to roll twice. And what that does is the last creature, so not my instinct card, but the last creature that was discarded for me is Smoldering Tight. He would come back to life. So I'm going to try to do that. I need 2 9s or higher. That did not fly at all. Okay, so Steven, make it happen. Send me to my doom. Okay, so he's attacking Phoenix Drake with War Griffin right now. Ugh. Yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt me. So Phoenix Drake is super dead. So now, Steven's going to attack me directly. Each player gets 1 life, but pet creatures cannot attack player life. So he can't attack me with Wood Nymph, but he can attack me with Clash Griffin. And that's a 10. And he needed an 8 because he has a herd creature under there. So, that's it. That's the game. We'll record another tutorial video soon. And, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. I hope we all learned something. I learned about myself. Oh, I also learned that Steven's hotspot sucks. Because he got booted like 18 times from this game. But anyway, thanks for watching. Kickstarter is launching in November, so yeah, mark your calendars and subscribe, please. Bye.